I would say começamos, but not começamos. This time, this podcast will be in English. So nice to meet you. My name is João Augusto. I'm a presenter of this podcast. And if you haven't known my podcast yet, so you have many chapters in the podcast. You have a Pod Cooks, where you cook and talk. We have a Pod Astral, we talk about astrology. And also we have the PodhBe. So now you guys seeing, I'm talking English, of course, but if you'd like to understand what I'm saying, there is a subtitles. You go to settings and change subtitles to Portuguese. Amazing. And you have more than 10 languages there. Also, PodhBe now have two channels. Yes. Unfortunately, the algorithm is not understand what I'm saying. Not developing my channel for many people. So you have a channel for just English and just Portuguese, okay? So when the interview is coming for English, you could be a channel in English, okay? And you have a special channel as well for short. So you have many contents there. So I'm updating all the other interviews in English there. So you have many content there, okay? Well, so by the way, let's introduce my guest today. My guest is a countryside girl. Yes, been here in Australia for 8 years. Very amazing, beautiful. Likes to have a well-being time. Go to the gym more often. Is a mom, and she has a business they call Mind Giant here in Perth. And I know you want to know more about her. Please welcome Rafa Souza. Welcome. Hold on. 300 times claps here in the PodhBe. So welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Glad to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Finally doing this episode with you.
Yes, because I'm inviting her for many times and she always busy. This is a girl, you guys booking her a lot.
So it finally worked. I'm happy about that.
Yes, me too. So let's introduce a little bit of yourself. So you've been here 8 years in Australia. Why did you decide to come here?
So I guess as many Brazilians, I was looking for a better kind of lifestyle, opportunity. As we all know, Brazil is a country where if you are not born, let's say in a rich family, you kind of struggle your whole life. It's very hard to make it. I wanted something better for myself and the family that I would have in the future, which I have now. So I guess that was the main reason. Also, I always wanted to learn English. I thought I knew English before I came to Australia.
Yes, I know, right? I was in immigration, the same situation.
Yeah, I thought I'll get there. I'll be able to communicate a little bit and at least say what I want to say. I got here, I didn't know how to speak English.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I didn't, yeah.
I remember the time the guy taking an immigration and say, hey, as a guy might, the
Australian accent.
I didn't say, the guy's Russian.
Yes. So I also wanted to learn English and also have the experience of living abroad. So I think these three reasons made me take the decision to come here. As you already know, I'm from the countryside of Brazil. So people always say, why Perth? Why did you choose Perth?
Perth is amazing.
I love Perth. But at that time, when I was doing some research, the cities around Australia, I think Sydney or Melbourne, all these places that everybody goes, I think it'll be way too much for me.
Really?
And like in Brazil, when I used to live there, I went to São Paulo a few times, Rio. I loved it, but I was like, I can't live here. And I thought Perth has everything. It's still a big city for me, at least.
Yeah.
And I could see myself adjusting better here.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose Perth. And what else can I talk about myself? As you know, I'm a mom. That comes as a priority in my life. First thing, I'm an entrepreneur, as you know. I'm a very loving sister and caring sister. My brother lived with me here for 2 years. Unfortunately, went back to Brazil.
That happens with everybody.
He wanted to stay, but he's happy there, so that's what matters.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and what kind of job do you have before have event planner?
Oh, so many.
So many. Tell me a little bit, like
so
if you
many
have a
different
way out,
jobs.
you have a way out for 2 minutes. How you describe
Oh
that?
gosh. Okay, so before I came to Australia, I wanted to be able to work with something myself, because I came to Australia with $500. I had $500 and 4 months paid of the school I was going to study at the time. So I needed to make sure I would arrive and have a job, right? So I didn't want to depend on the people that will have to go to interviews or anything like that. So I thought, I'm going to study something here. I have to do something here to get there and be able to make money, right?
Yeah.
So then I did some courses in Brazil to learn how to do waxing, because I knew that Brazilian waxing was super popular at the time here.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, but right now I think laser and IPL, it's more popular than waxing. Nobody wants to
Please.
suffer anymore.
No, go to laser. Honestly, I love my people are doing this, but laser is so amazing. Anyway, but
Okay. And then, so I did a course in Brazil to learn that. I worked there. I waxed all my families, my dad, my brother, everybody. Like doing chest wax, back wax, legs.
My goodness.
Everybody's screaming in pain.
Madness.
And then, so then I did an interview, applied for a job when I was in Brazil still.
Ooh.
And did an interview. That was the worst interview ever. Because that's when I realized I don't have English. But the lady liked me. I don't know.
Who wouldn't like you?
I don't know why, because we couldn't communicate properly, but she liked me. So then... so I got here, I had a job, started doing waxing as my first job in Australia. And then it didn't last much, because she said, look, you're amazing, you're doing amazing, you're really proactive, I really see that you wanted your job and everything, but without English.
It's complicated. We need
to talk to the clients, to our customers and things like that. So then I had to leave. So that was the first challenge, I would say. And then I started doing waxing from home, where I used to live at the time. And then obviously just having Brazilians, then I would feel better, because I didn't need the English at the time that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Which then after about a year that I was studying English, my English improved. Then I worked in a salon. What else did I do? In the meantime, I also did cleaning, because just the waxing wasn't enough to pay all the bills that you have as a student.
Understand, darling.
And also did work in a restaurant, and then was doing that until I got pregnant from Sophia.
Ooh.
And then during pregnancy, I always wanted to do something related to my background in Brazil. I used to work as an architect there. So at that time, I still had... I think I want to still do something related to that. So then when I got pregnant, I said, now is the time that maybe when I'm a mom, then I have a bit more time with my daughter, I can do something related to that. So then I start an e-commerce business at that time. Then obviously had Sophia, had to stop a little bit because,
of course, full time.
Yeah, first year motherhood's pretty challenging. And then I worked with my e-commerce store. I used to sell furniture, decoration stuff for home. But that was a pretty interesting method. Have you heard about drop shipping?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was doing drop shipping at the time. And then after that, what have I done? Oh, and then after that, I thought, then Sophia was a little bit older, and I thought, I want to work in an office. I want to just work during the week. I feel like after you become a mom, it takes a little while for you to find yourself again. And I went through that process. So I did a bit of entrepreneurship. I had a bit of, I had my own business. It worked well. But then I was just stuck at home, working from home. I said, I want to see people. I don't want to be home the whole time. And then I did an interview for the biggest company in Australia, the biggest strata company in Western Australia.
Yeah.
And I was so proud that I got that job.
Yes.
I was so proud, especially thinking, oh, my English is not good enough. I don't know if probably not going to get this job, but I'm going to do the interview. Oh, thank you. So I thought, I'm going to do the interview anyway, because it's going to be an experience. I'm going to learn from it. And it ended up that I got the job. I was super excited, but after 3 months, I was like, what am I doing here?
I can imagine. Like, I want to have my own business. I want to have my freedom. I don't want to sign this paperwork. This is shit. I know. I can imagine. I can imagine. I know the feeling.
Honestly, the 9 to 5, it's not for me.
Really?
It's not. I know a lot of people love it. They say 9 to 5, I'm done, go home, don't think about job. You just have my life. Because when you have your own business, I feel that now, you're always constantly thinking about it. You don't have a rest, right? So I get it. Some people love it, but it's just not for me. I was just the most upset person that you can imagine, and I'm not like that. Then I thought, I'm not being myself. What's the point of this? Financially, it's good. It gives you what they say, security. Mm-hmm. But then I'm not happy doing what I'm doing. Like it just doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah, you start to die inside. Yeah, no, it's not good.
So then I was like, 9 to 5 is not for me. And then when I realized that, just at that time was Sophia's 2nd birthday, and I wanted to do a party for her related to painting. Because she still loves painting, but at that time she was super obsessed with it.
Okay, let's do it.
I was like,
not paint the wall.
Please don't paint the wall.
Don't.
And then I was looking for a business or a service that would provide what I wanted to do. So I wanted to do the painting on canvas for children. At that time, the painting sip was starting to get very popular, but there's nothing like that for children. So I couldn't find anything in Perth. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to buy everything and do it myself.
Yes.
So then that's what I've done. And then it went really well. All the parents are like, oh, this is so cute. It's amazing. The kids are so engaged and everything. And then after the party finished, I thought, well, what am I doing with all this equipment, right? So I bought tables, I bought chairs, I bought easels, I bought all the stuff. So then I thought, what if I hire it? What if I hire it to other people that want to do the same? So that's how Mini Giants started. It didn't even had a name at the time. I was just posting on moms groups, and that was a hustle, a side hustle thing, because I still work in a strata company. And then when Mini Giants started to get a little bit more popular, I gave it a name, I made a logo, I did an Instagram page, a Facebook business page, and all of that. Started to get a little bit more popular, get bookings every weekend. Then I thought, maybe I can leave this shit job.
I love it. Burn it all. I like this because I feel sometimes when some jobs here in Australia as well. So it was like, it's even in my country, it's a shit jobs too. I'm not saying bad things, but it's sometimes where you have a lots of graduation, you have lots of certificate, you have a degree for that, and you come back and start again, and you see the job, and you see sometimes the boss that doesn't know anything, they haven't any knowledge, and you have to feel like, hey, thank you so much for having the job. I know, it's horrible.
It is.
Yeah, and then it started Mini Giants.
Yeah, and then that's when Mini Giants actually started, because then when I left my job, I said, I need to make this work.
Yes.
I need to make money with this, as I don't have the stability, financial stability now anymore, because obviously that transition was pretty tough. I wasn't making the same as an strata company.
Yes.
So it was a very tough period of time, but as you know, consistency, hard work, all and that pays off. Yes. It pays off.
And then what is your eyes dreaming for, like you're trying shining. When you talk about Mini Giant, I can see how your eyes shining. That's the thing. You have to find something that you really love to do. If you don't love to do, please stop it. Because in some point of your life, you're going to see like,
is it worth it?
Yeah. I see many things, many people. I met many guys. Many guys here in Perth, and and they doing the construction job, but they don't like it. They like the money, and they said, "How do you feel? You wake up every morning, go to the job. You don't like the job. I don't know. I don't feel like that's
Yeah.
a good thing for us.
I think it's for a certain period of time, it's okay. Like the waxing, the beauty industry for me was that. I knew that I wasn't going to do that forever, but I knew that at that time I needed to.
Yes.
But then you got to decide when is the time for you to set out and go towards what you like. Because even if you're making heaps of money, it's not going to make sense. You're not going to be fulfilled, let's say that way, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, that's how Mini Giants started. And I guess every business owner, you understand what I'll say now. When you build something from scratch, you created every single thing. It's your baby.
I know.
It's your baby.
I know, I'm crying. Because it's the same PodhBe. It's like you say, yes, I know.
It's your baby and you look after it and you put so much effort towards it and you just want to make it grow and rise and shine, you know, just like as I am with Sophia. I can relate motherhood to business so much because, you know, it's definitely your baby. You treat it as your baby and, you know, and you don't want anything but the best for it, you know, just like you want for your child.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's, I believe, and also another thing that runs on me very strong is I'm a very creative kind of person. Hate numbers, absolutely love create things. I think that applies to architecture as well. When you doing a project for a house, you create so much, right? So the same applies to Mini Giants. I'm always creating things. When we're doing styling as well, you have to take the vision from a client and bring that to life. I absolutely love that. I love that. And I also love bringing new ideas, unique things. I feel that the entertainment industry for kids' birthday party, which is what I do.
It's huge.
It's huge, but it's all the same. Everybody does the same thing.
Right.
I don't like doing the same thing.
Yes. do you in your process of creation, because probably the moms can, I mean, my kids love this. But in the process of creation, have you tried to ask the kid what they want instead of the dad or mom?
Yes, so that's what I do.
Oh, that's amazing. Because my decorations when I was a kid, people put like the balloon, baby birthday. I didn't want that. I want the shusha. You know, shusha, Google. You know, I wanted the shusha. I wanted the dance of the coconut dancing. Yes. I wanted this is what I want, but I couldn't because my family is on my phone.
Yes. So I can't, like, as you know, the digital world, we can't meet people personally to talk about things. I mean, we can, but normally my clients, I talk to them through our social media to get everything organized. We do a call. But I never see them, so I don't get to see their children and talk to their children. But I always ask, what is your child interest? What does she like? So what does he likes? What does she wants for her birthday? So then, especially for entertainment, when people come to me and say, oh, my child loves superheroes, what can you provide as an entertainment? Then that's what I love the most.
Yes.
To do something different and something unique and something that will be fun and engaging, rather than just say, oh, he's a bouncy castle with a superhero image on it.
Thanks so much.
No.
That's it.
No,
that's not good at all. And it's amazing. So, and nowadays, you plan the party any place or you have a specific place?
So at the moment, we have a storage in a warehouse. So just work from home. As it works well for me with Sophia. She is going to kindy now, so some days of the week she's still at home with me. And then I have the storage where I put everything. Probably have to upgrade to a bigger one pretty soon because it's pretty packed already.
I can imagine. Are you obsessed for buying things that you don't need it? Polemic! First polemic on this podcast.
I used to be go, like, I think you learn as you go. The first years, you have a party, you want to do the best as you can.
Buy a lot of things.
Buy a lot of things. But then you're going to think about
money.
Making something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how can you keep doing your business? How
Absolutely.
can you, so not anymore. Now I budget everything. I plan very well, and I know how much I'm going to make. I know how much I can spend on buying things, and obviously make sure that the clients have the best value for money, for how much they're paying for it.
Arrasou. Sorry. Guys, sorry. I'm still Brazilian,
It's like me before saying obrigada. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, what's the most regret you have to buy something? Like, did you buy some fabric of balloon and suddenly blowing people away? Or some bubble machine that never worked properly, or the guys never accept a refund back?
It never happened to me.
Amazing,
No.
because look, it's, I don't know here, but I don't know even the price, but in Brazil this is so expensive, this storage things. I see some videos on TikTok and other platforms as well. The people buying things for storage or kids' birthday and never work and work once and in the middle of the birthday stopping.
You know what, I think it helps me a lot? The fact that I work with e-commerce before, so I was always buying things from different suppliers.
Okay.
And obviously I learned how to understand who is a good supplier, will he delivers on time, all these kind of things. Is the product, does the product have quality and things like this? Then it helps me now when I need to buy all the things that I need for the workshops that we do, or for the styling or everything else. So thank God it never happened to me. I'm so proud to say that all of my feedbacks from my clients, they are very positive.
Amen.
Very positive. I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, amazing. And how is the process of creating something? For example, you don't need to tell everything, but imagine myself come with my little João. Okay. Hi, little João. Come to Auntie Rafa. She's gonna prepare everything for us. Okay, what did you like? So it's literally this is the process of interview. You send some forms for people, or
so normally when people get in touch with me, they already know what services we offer. All my clients, they come through Instagram. And when they see let's say I've done a reel from a party I've done last weekend, so they're interested in that kind of service. Let's say they saw the denim jackets customization, which is a very popular service that we do now. So then he already knows what he wants, let's say that way. And then he can access our website now through Instagram as well, which already have the prices there. Where when I didn't have the website, I received so many messages of people saying, how much is this? Have you seen that video when you're running a business and then if it's in real life, people open the door of a business, say, how much? And run away. It doesn't even give you the time to answer. That was like, my inbox was full of that kind of messages.
People. Sorry, I can say.
And the website helped me so much in that way, because then now people want to know the price, they can see the price. So that kind of people that come to talk to me, they already know the price, they already know what they want, and they're ready to go for it.
Amazing.
And then obviously I always ask about the theme that the child is interested, to then say what we can do with that theme. I normally don't say too much before the person locks in. Otherwise, she can just go with a different person, or she can do it herself, or, not the same way, obviously, because we have the experience.
Do you have
and
facing this sheet of experience?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
people
so much
go on
shit.
the check and then take it. Oh, thanks so much. And take it for the competitor. Say she's doing this way, so you take it better.
Can you do it? Can you do a better price? Yeah, it happened before. Especially with the planning and styling. I started doing party planning and styling about, I would say, 6 months ago. So I'm still learning. I would say I'm expertise in workshops and entertainment, but the party planning and style, I'm still in a learning process. So I went on one of my first experience with party planning and styling. The client came to me. I was so excited. I started looking into ideas and things like that and shared with the client. Like, oh, okay, thank you for that. Ghost me. And then after I saw, like, obviously when you're in the industry, you know everybody that is in the industry. You're going to know your competitors, right? So then I saw a competitor with a party that I gave the idea. So that was like, okay, that's a learning lesson right there, you know?
Not giving out the clothes, everything.
Not give everything at first. Obviously, after they lock it in, then it's a different kind of conversation, you know? But you don't share too much before you know that the client's actually going to compromise to go with you.
Yeah, no, lesson learned,
Yes.
you know, and that's, everybody's in the same situation. It's like you're giving or you're providing something and you see like, oh, fuck, I give it so much. The person is just having everything, all the cake.
Yeah, and I feel that people don't understand, like, in this industry, party planning, styling, all of that, people are very bad educated. Like, people don't know the cost of things. So as I said before, I had my website with all the prices there. I'd get people coming. My budget is, I want this, I want that, I want this. It was like, wow, amazing. Like, it was a dream party. Like, then you ask, what's your budget? Oh, $300. So then I was like, man, I need a website. I need to put my prices there because that's going to filter the people that I actually need to come to talk to me, you know?
Yes, it's a website is very important. Before I started the PodhBe, I had a planner as well, a marketing planner, and she's amazing. She's a business planner, Dani. She developed a website for me, which is helping me to demonstrate what services I do.
Yeah.
Okay, as a podcaster, what do you do? So I do event coverage. I'm a video maker. I can do interview in any place. I take the cameras, everything.
You can do advertising for people.
Advertise for people. So it takes so much aspects in a website which people feel like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. So it's really filtered website. I know it's a lot of job doing a website. It's not easy at all.
So much work.
So hire a nice person before for not getting crazy. Give you the information. You say, no, change this. It's much better. Okay, the investment is worth it. Mm-hmm. Then you go for yourself. Okay, so easy. It's not easy at all. Yeah. Have you finished your website?
Yes. So I got. I have someone that works very close with me on my website. Still now, she still does some adjustments for me there. But I'm obviously constantly working on that too, because I can't put into her head what is going through my head, especially with content. Like, you're going to have to write the things that you want to be there. You can't ask the person to do that for you because she doesn't understand about your business. She understands about how to make it look nice, how to be practical and functional, but you have to put your hands on too, you know. So she developed all the website, and I went through every single page to write what it needed to be there. And still, I know it's still a lot to improve. And I think that's something that I like and dislike about myself. Because I always see that there is a space to make things better.
Yes.
Always. I never see things, oh, this is perfect. No, I always see that things that can be improved, which is a pain as well, because you're constantly having to, you're never in rest mode.
No.
But it's a good in a way. That's what I say, is good and bad at the same time, because it pushes you further to keep moving further and forward.
Yes. That's a great thing, you know.
I think
that's
so
the
too.
thing. Yeah, so the event planning is entertaining
Entertainment.
It's a huge job, and everything's changing, mainly the social media, which you have to study a lot.
Yes.
So who is look after your social media?
Me.
Crazy.
Oh, when you're a business owner and you are everything, you're the social media, you are the financial, you are the
I know,
you do everything, right?
Yeah.
I have the girls that help me on the weekends when I need, but everything behind the scenes is pretty much just me.
Recording, take picture, everything is yourself.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, lots of studies on Instagram. Now I'm studying sales because I feel that I can improve a lot.
Yeah, but everybody
towards
has to
that.
study. I've been studying a lot as well.
Yeah.
Even on a podcast, I know how to do this, but I need to do a little bit more. I
Yeah.
need to engage in people to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, the 3 seconds is more important than the 1 minute.
Yeah.
I just killing 3 seconds. You have
Yes.
to the hook.
Yes.
And then people have to like, okay, I want to stay. Now,
Yes.
okay, and now show me the story. And then suddenly in the end of the video, guy said, there is a part 2. So if you want to put it a part 2, comment in and below. Fuck off. It's like stay for like 2 minutes for nothing.
Yes.
But people are doing this.
Yeah, and I feel that even though in the first years when you have a business, you're gonna do pretty much everything on your own.
Mm-hmm.
There, you don't need to be perfect and so good at everything, right? You're gonna understand that you're gonna be smart into where you put your time to. So that, as I said before, I'm really bad with numbers, right? So obviously my financial, I'm going to get an accountant to do it for me. I'm not going to study that to understand. That's going to take me months to be able to do that. Like,
exactly. Don't be silly.
I'm not. Where social media is something that I absolutely love. So it's something that I actually enjoy doing it. And as I said before, all my clients come through Instagram. It's my face there, it's my brand. So then I need to be there. Nobody can do that for me the same way. Mm-hmm. You can pay people to do social media management for you, but I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be the same as yourself doing it.
Yes.
Nobody's going to care as much as you do.
That's the reason you have to look after yourself as well. Mental health. I will take this tag soon. But it's your dream. You can. I told once for someone who came here and offline. Of course, I'll not give you the name. Yeah. And by the way, but I said people that you can't put your dreams in people's eyes because your dream is your dream. The way you see is the way you see. Yeah. Don't expect nothing or more for people. Yeah. If they're being paid, okay, but never you're gonna see your dream the same way.
Yeah, as you said before, like your brand is you. Yeah. And people that go with your brand, it's because of you.
Yes,
right?
You are the guy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, you're Rafa, you are the main giant, and everybody goes there because of Rafa. Yeah. And that's it.
I think that too. You know, obviously they see the value as well.
Exactly.
But they also see the person that is behind that business, and nobody can do that for you. No. Nobody. That is like any social media management will cover that. No. So that's something that I love to do, and I know it needs to be me. So I focus a lot on that, and I'm always improving. I've done many courses. I'm always studying social media. Now I'm studying sales because, again, sales, nobody's going to sell your product the same way as you do. Obviously, if you want to grow to a different scale, you have to have people involved into sales, marketing, all of that. But at this stage that I am at the moment, I know I'm the one that needs to do that. Exactly. So then I focus on what needs to be done that I can do well, and then everything else I can get help from other people, you know. Otherwise, you can't do everything on your own.
No, never. That's the thing. Never you can do it. Question. So you work alone or you work as a team? Do you have a team working with you?
As I said, I have the girls that help me on the weekends. On the parties with me. I still like to be into certain parties because I want to see how my service are being delivered, how is the engagement on the activities that we're doing. I want to see with my eyes how that's...
How is it?
Yeah, how it is. And also talk to the mums when it's finished and have their feedback.
Yes.
You know, and I always say I'm open to any feedbacks. You know, any feedbacks from you are more than welcome. I'm always willing to improve, and any feedbacks are more than welcome. So, but then obviously when I have, let's say it's a weekend, I have 4 parties, then I need help.
Of course.
Yeah, and I have a person that I'm working very close that helps me with the styling, in the parties that we do, party planning and styling. And then I have my girls that help me on the entertainment part, on entertainment services. When I can't do it all on my own, then they help me around too.
Amazing. How are you dealing with training for these people?
Oh, so the way I do it is when they first started, the girls that are working with me now, I always go to their house with all the equipment that they would need for a certain workshop that they are going to do. We do all the setup together. I run the activity with them as I'm doing with the children.
Amazing.
So then they will understand exactly how it needs to be run. Obviously, I give them freedom to be the way that they are. You know, you can't lose your confidence the way that you are. So they free to be the way that they are, but also follow the structure of the entertainment. So they make sure that the kids are engaged, having fun, and parents are happy with that too.
That's great. That's great. You said about something in terms of party planning. So what's the longest party you have done?
Like in terms of time that I was there, I think my first one. The first one that I've done entertainment and party planning and styling together.
6 hours of party.
Even more. Because it was not just party time. Because when you're doing party planning and styling, you're going to be there before the party starts, right? To prepare and to get everything organized. So this one, as was the first one, I said, I'm going to be there really early to make sure I have everything ready by the time the guests start to arrive. So I was probably there 4 hours earlier. Now we go like 1 hour, 2 hours max, depending on the setup. But I was 4 hours earlier, and the party probably went for about 5 hours. So I was there like 9 hours.
That's crazy.
That was insane.
Because you feel tired after. I don't know if you have the same. I am 38 years old, so I like in some particular time, because I'm working 2 jobs. I like after some time my social battery is gone. Like I'm not smiling, I'm not welcoming anymore. I will look at you people like,
or
when's
even
gonna finish?
or even or even like the weekends that I've done 3 parties on the same day.
Wow.
That's insane. But I love it so much that until the time that everything is finished, I'm happy, I'm active. But then when I'm home, I'm like, I'm dead.
I understand.
Like completely drained. But until you finish. By the time I'm still doing it, I'm still involved, I'm still the same.
That's great. But you're looking like when you say that, even though like it's a challenge time, you say your eyes are shining.
Aww.
So it's a dream thing. So you're living your dream. Do you think you're living your dream?
Not yet. I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful. I'm very grateful for where I am at the moment. As you were talking before, Mini Giants had a massive growth in the last 2 months. After so long trying to reach that, I finally went viral with the certain, in the right way, I would say like that. Because you can go viral and don't achieve what you want to achieve.
No.
I had a video that went viral last year. Had so many likes, so many views, 0 in my
pocket.
No money coming in.
So
that's
just
no good.
Yeah, visibility, but where is people come from?
Like it doesn't make any sense, right? So you're gonna go viral, but make money from it, right? Because that's what business is about. You can't just gotta make money, like you know. So then I'm very happy with that. The Mini Giants had a massive grow. The next 2 months we are booked out, and something interesting about that is just 2 weeks before I went viral and all of that happened, I decided to sell Mini Giants.
Polemic. Why? Too much job.
I was going through a few months where I wasn't having as much bookings as I would like or as I used to, and I kind of could expect that because as we develop a lot more what we do, obviously the prices also went a little bit, went up as well. So then it's a challenging process in a transition where the people that would be interested before are not anymore because it doesn't fit on their budget anymore. But then you're going to try to reach different target a different target market to be able to sell what you sell, right? And then that was a very challenging time. It was taking quite long.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of work as any business when you're doing on your own, small businesses. So I was like, oh, is it really worth it? As I said before, it doesn't matter how much you love something, you need to make money. You know, you need to, that keeps you going, you know, to just have the feeling that you're going in the right direction, that you're improving, that you're growing, you're going to make money. So then I was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to sell it, going to find look how crazy I was. I was like, I'm just going to find a 9-to-5. I was literally like, nah.
It's gone.
I was not myself. I was not motivated at all. So then I thought, I'm just going to sell it. And I'm going to sell it while it's still great, still profitable, still making some money. So I'm going to sell it. I decided, obviously, that I was thinking about that for months. But then it got to a point, I was like, I'm going to make a decision. I'm just going to sell it. Then I made a call. I had a few people that I was thinking to give a call and talk about it and offer the business. And the first person I called, she's like, are you crazy? Are you sure? I was like, yep, I'm sure I'm going to sell it. I don't want to do it anymore. I've been thinking about that for a really long time. So I'm just going to do it. And she's like, look, if you're 100% sure, I'll take it. Give me a price, I'll take it. I love your business, I'm going to take it. I was like, okay. I turned off the phone, to hang up the phone. I was like, oh my God, she really wants it. But then I was still like, okay, I'm going to sell it. Took my decision, going to do it. Then I had a dinner with Luigi and her mom and her family and my family. And I was talking to her mom, Rosie. Where do I look?
You're here.
Rosie. And we were talking about that. I said to her, I decided to sell Mini Giants. I'm going to sell it. And she gave me some advice on that night that completely changed my mind.
Blow your mind. Can you share for us?
It completely changed my mind. Like, she said things like, I know you think that you've been doing it for a really long time because you're the one that putting all the effort, all the work and everything. But 2 years is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. I would say that.
And I was like, oh, you know what? That's so true. It's so true. And she said other few things. And that was like on my head, and I couldn't rest just thinking, oh my God, should I sell? Should I not? I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sell it.
That's it.
I'm not going to sell. I'm going to try a bit more.
But look, I'll tell you something that all the businessmen, all the business, I see some research in terms of business.
Yeah. Me too. Always watching things.
Yeah. Any business start to get profitable before the 2 years. If it's something happening, it's like you're super lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy the trend and go further, invest in more, and go when it's gonna be a big business in the future. But it takes time. You know, you need to change the strategy all the time. I am changing the strategy at PodhBe many times. I change layouts, I change this, I change that, and put this program.
And I want to tell you, I am the worst of being patient. I'm not a patience person. I want everything for yesterday.
Yes, me too.
So being patient for that long, waiting and working and not seeing the result that I want, it's tough. For me, it's so hard, and always been thinking about that. But now I think I'm a little bit more mature about that, and I'm like, it's going to take time. And actually, when I understood that, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go with the ride. I'm going to enjoy the ride. I'm going to do what needs to be done.
Yes.
And when it comes, you come. Guess what? 2 weeks after, Mini Giants went crazy. Like, it went viral in the right way, as I was saying before. The videos that went viral was about my service, exactly what I do. So all the world now can see what I do. I have people from United States, India, America, South America, UK, New Zealand, all these different countries messaging me every single day. And that actually opened my mind to what I wanted to do with Mini Giants before, because I was always thinking, how can I turn Mini Giants into e-commerce? Because next year, Sophie is going to be, everything is connected to motherhood here, right?
Yes, of course.
So next year, Sophie is going to be going to school Monday to Friday. Right now, I still have time with her during the week because on the weekend, I'm always working, right?
Yeah.
But next year, she'll be going to school Monday to Friday, and I'm working on the weekends. When am I going to spend time with my daughter? So then this whole year, and since last year, I was thinking, how can I turn Mini Giants into e-commerce? How? But I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the answer. I had many ideas, many things crossing through my head, but I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, you know, when something, you don't have this certainty of something.
Yes, I understand.
And that's why then I decided to sell. That's one of the reasons. But then when I went viral, I got all these people, hundreds of messages of people saying, do you sell kits?
Ooh, that's a big thing.
And I know, and it's a industry that I didn't know was that big, because I thought about that before. It was like, nah, I don't think it's gonna sell much. I don't think that's gonna be making much. But then after it went viral, it opened my eyes so much to this industry of DIY kits for your children or for a birthday party or for things like that. And that's where the direction the Mini Giant's going now. Obviously, we're still going to do our services on the weekend. We're still going to do party planning and styling. But I really want to start going towards the e-commerce side, because then on the weekends, I can have my girls working for me and I can just work during the week while Sophie is at school. And then on the weekend, I can be with the family.
Yes.
So that's our goal for this year. I'm working.
How to develop a kit.
Yes, I'm working on that at the moment.
Amazing! You know,
that's the news.
Look, this is amazing that you're selling kits, because look, it's many see many event planners and many business, they are selling kits. And I don't know if you know Sweet Date here in Perth.
Yes.
She's selling kits. So she goes and you buy a kit, selling, it's yours, you take it, you can plan and buy, and then you have a free time for yourself. So you plan and the person goes there and you plan things, and that's it, and you have a quality of life, and it's a worthwhile, so you can sell worthwhile.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then it doesn't
spend so much time on you.
Yeah, and also what I'm providing now is just in Perth. Just in Perth. And obviously not for everybody.
Yes.
So it limited you a lot into who you can provide your service to. So when you're selling a kit, as you said, there's no limits.
No, you can put affordable kit, premium kits. You can put more things, and you can be a thematic, theme kit that's Wister kit, hero kit.
Yes.
Amazing. So that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, and I had that idea before, but I was like, I don't know.
Do you reckon?
Because you see businesses doing that, but then you don't know how much they're making. No. And as I said, business, you're going to make money.
Look,
you know,
one thing I learned, if they are open, they are doing money.
Really?
Yes.
You reckon?
Look, I don't think so. They're doing millions. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be in the Forbes and everything. Yeah. But they are paying bills. So you can take.
But that's the thing. When you said, are you, what was your question before? Are you living your dream life?
Yes.
That's what I meant. I don't want just to pay my bills.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I said not yet.
I want more.
I want more. And that's what I said. That's the good and bad thing. I always want more. I always want better. Not just for me, for my family. You know? I want to be able to enjoy life more. At the moment, I'm pretty much just working. Like I'm in a phase of life where work and obviously Sophia, they are together, but so much hard work. I want to get into a point where now I can rest a little bit, but still make money, to have a good lifestyle.
And then you have like your marriage at the same time.
Yeah.
So you need to look after your husband, darling.
Gosh, it's just so much, honestly.
Oh my gosh. Let's change for this. You said about the platform. How is the platform for you? You're working more in Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So about the other platform, you try or don't feel like...
So I also use Facebook a little bit.
Because Facebook works really well here in Australia.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But you know what's funny?
Yeah.
So the videos that went viral on Instagram
Don't go viral.
went on Facebook to after a month. Like,
Yes.
it's so interesting. But the funny thing is, Instagram, you have a lot of people, like young people, but kind of our age, 30-something. But Facebook is more like an older generation.
Yes.
So the comments are so
Sweet.
funny.
And
like,
sweet.
It's so sweet and so funny. Like, when I want to have a good laugh and a good time, I just go through my content and read the comments from that. It's just so good. But I don't get bookings from Facebook. Very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare.
But it's another place, another media to show your place.
Yeah,
So it's not
it brings
bad.
some awareness, I guess, like in what I do. But all my clients come from Instagram.
Great.
All of them.
That's great.
Or from word of mouth.
Yeah.
Recommendation.
That's amazing. I want to ask you about mental health. Hey, how you look after your mental health with the busy life? Yeah, it's very important for you
yes.
because you're a mom, you know, you're married and you have a business, which is huge.
Yes. Yes.
How is it?
So that I'll go a little bit deep on that one. So just on my first few years living in Australia, before I came here, I didn't even know what anxiety was. Like, you talk about anxiety, I was like, I have no idea what it feels like. But then living here, being a foreign, I'm a student, having all those crazy bills to pay, no family support. I also got out of a very abusive relationship, very toxic relationship at the time, found myself pretty lonely, but also didn't want to go back to Brazil. So I decided to go through it anyway. And since that period of time, that's when I got depression, panic attacks, really, really bad anxiety. So that was about 5 years ago, I think. So since that time, obviously I recovered from that. I'm fine now. Amazing. But anxiety has been there. It never left me.
It's crazy, isn't it? But anxiety is because you have the same situation as me. You're so similar. Close and you're similar in this time, because our mind is always burning some ideas. I go outside and I say,
I should do this.
Yeah. Do I have time for that? I should study a little bit more. I should do this a little bit.
Every day.
Yes. I'm moving to Sydney. I was telling you on and off. Yeah. So I'm in Sydney. I have so much ideas for Sydney. I have so much planning, so much things I'm going there. So I'm so excited to go. And at the same time, I'm so fucking scared.
But you know something I learned as well? I'm exactly like you. I have a million ideas every day, and I want to do all of them. Right? Yes. But then I learned something very recently. I'm going to focus in one thing. One. Even though I have these other million things going around, I'm going to ignore them. I'm going to think about them 1 minute and that's it. Because otherwise that drags me into a different direction. Yeah. If you don't focus in one thing, you're not going to go anywhere.
Yes.
You know? So that's something I learned recently. Also, another thing that I learned recently is to say no.
Exactly.
Say no. That's
this is I'm
taking life-changing.
Yes, I'm taking some ideas every time. I take it when it comes to this. I feel, this is nice. I take it. But
as long as it relates to what your goal is, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And then I was like, okay. And after, no, now this is not a priority.
Yeah.
And put scales like 1, 2, 3.
And I'm gonna give you an example. So I've got all these hundreds of messages that are coming in. So many of them are asking, would you teach me how to do what you do? So then it comes fire inside of me saying, I'm going to do a digital course. I'm going to sell a course. I'm going to teach
Yes.
people how to do what I do. I'm going to help them to have a business like mine. But I'm like, hang on, calm
Too
down.
much.
Calm
Easy.
down.
Because you have to create another platform, because probably these people you
Yeah.
get engaged and they say, hey, I want more classes, and you have to feed in
Yeah.
another platform.
Yeah.
And who's going to fit? And you
Yeah.
have to hire someone.
So I want to do my kids first, go ahead with that, see it shine, and then maybe in the future, then I think about that. I'm not going to do two at the same time. Focus in one thing at a time.
Please.
Yes.
Yes, much better.
More results. 100%.
More results. That's the clue for Rafa, guys. About living here. Okay, taboo time. Hey, PodhBe! So what do you think here is really important that the media, social media is not showing up? For example.
Something that is very important.
Yes, for example, people always showing tourism. You can come here, social life, and you have a lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. And in your opinion, what's important here in Australia that needs to be showing more?
You mean for example, for people that want to live here?
Yes. You can be good things, bad things, whatever. What do you think?
Okay. I think, and you probably heard that and you know that yourself, when you're in Brazil or any other country, and then you see a friend or a family member or someone that you don't know much about going abroad to live abroad, it looks like a pink world.
Yeah.
It looks like, obviously Instagram, most people, 90% shows just what they want to show. What's behind the scenes,
Ooh.
we know it's just completely different. And I don't think that the media, social media, shows that, it's pretty tough and not many people make it to stay. No. I think that's one thing. And then what else?
Do you think the security here is really good? Do you think motherhood?
I guess another thing that I can say is in Brazil, people complain so much about the public health system. Just come to Australia and try the public health system here. You would love Brazilian public health system.
Absolutely.
I think that's one thing that everything is better there. Everything is awesome there. I agree that it's better than Brazil in a lot of ways. A lot of things are a lot better here than in Brazil in terms of lifestyle, opportunities, personal growth, all of that. But public health in Brazil, it's amazing.
Yes. SUS is great thing.
It's like comparing to what we have here.
Worldwide.
Here, you need a private health insurance. You do need it, especially when you have a child. You can't depend on the public system.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
That's
crazy. Another thing.
That's crazy. That's true. And let's talk about the war moments. You know what's war, isn't it?
War is like
war is like bad things. A gay slang, okay, guys,
war.
By the way.
Let's just see if I know what you're talking. It's like, this is so like, huh?
Yeah, it's a war.
It's
like
a war. Yes, I
it's
know.
something you have a
War.
war. Like it's your card's broke.
War.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
I got it.
What do you think is a war moment here in Australia, worldwide, Brazil, behave?
War in Western Australia. People walking with no shoes everywhere. That for me is war.
It's a cultural thing, but it is. For me, it's still shocking.
I'm like, how come people walk on the streets, on the shops, no shoes, and then they go home and walk into home
and sleep
with the black feet and sleep? Probably don't even have a shower.
I know.
I don't. Honestly,
I understand because it's culture, but I don't agree with either. I don't like it.
What I heard recently, that is only in Western Australia.
Really? Oh, right.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard from a friend that been in Adelaide, Melbourne, everywhere in Australia, and even myself, when I went to Gold Coast, when I went to Sydney, I didn't see that. It feels like it's Perth thing, like a Western Australia thing.
Is that
Like,
typical for
I don't know. But anyway, I really think that is war.
That's
like,
beautiful.
Some people might think, oh, it's so cool. People don't care about what you're wearing if you have shoes and that's
too much. No, I understand. You can walk the way you want, but it's
shoes,
too much.
please.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I was taking flu vaccine because I need flu shot because I work in aged care as well. So I need that.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend and I, it was like 12 degrees. Fuck off. 12 degrees. Guys, 12 degrees.
It's cold.
Friday night.
No shoes.
The man come on to the pharmacy, no shoes. Hey, blah, 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 and talk. The first thing I looked to him like,
Not
shoes.
wearing shoes.
I was like, what's happening?
Yes. So
Man,
that's
how
what I
come?
think
Anyway, my friend and I were looking. You couldn't, like, looking, you couldn't make it.
And you know what makes me like,
Why?
not annoyed, but I'm like,
Why?
don't treat that as normal. That is not normal.
No.
You need a basic hygiene, like you know, that's not normal. Don't treat that like normal. It's
You're
not.
on the beach. I understand. You cross the street to go in the.
Yeah.
That's okay. In the beach.
Yeah.
Beach time.
But
okay.
not on your life basis. Like,
Yeah, we go. I see these people come to the hotel sometimes.
oh my
and
God.
It's obvious. I do like, what's happened?
No.
But anyway, I want to say thank you for you coming here. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm sure you incentive and motivate people to open the business and keep going. That's hard times you come anyway, and you have to understand it. That's hard times you have for any kind of business.
Yeah.
If you notice, you see many people like Oprah, Obama, they talk about it. They try to give up many times.
Can I give one tip?
Yes.
And something I learned from these last months.
Yes.
If you sell your business, if you close your doors, make sure to do that when you're happy and when you're having the best time with it. When you like, when you're making money, when you're happy with the way it is. If you're not happy with the way it is, it's not the right time to sell it. It's not. You know, you're gonna do it in a time that you feel happy about it.
Yes. So the rest
if
you're gonna
I've
regret.
done it, I would have regretted so much. Imagine seeing my business rising now with someone else. I would die.
You'd be depressed. Or probably you're gonna open a new one.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt. That's no doubt.
Mini Giants 2.0. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Keep going for your business. It's such a beautiful business. You need to stay. Keep motivating people and understanding that Mini Giants is totally Rafa.
It is.
Don't lose your soul for money, because this welcome thing, smiling, when you say for Mini Giants and shine your eyes, that's the secret for your business.
Yes, 100%.
Don't forget it. If you forget, you come back to this podcast and listen again and say, hey, I'm forgetting. Come on, let's listen again.
Yes, 100%. You're going to love what you do.
Yes. Guys, thank you so much. And QR code for Mini Giants in the screen, and you can hire Mini Giants for any mini occasions, as you see. And Rafa is 24/7 open for, reply all your questions, but don't answer. Now you are making some stupid questions for her. Obviously, she wouldn't reply back. And I'm an assistant now for Mini Giants, so I'll just give you like step by step what you have to apply. Okay. And thank you so much for watching us, and keep in touch. We're gonna post something more. Bye.
Bye.